I thought, obviously good wins. Wins are always good. I thought we came out a little not ourselves. And then, just really happy of, Jazz, some of our seniors stepped up. So Jazz came in with a big throw home. Trent obviously tied the ball game up. And then obviously we had Griff. Just, gosh, so happy and excited for her. That kid's, continued to work. You could tell how happy our team was for her. So that to me is just a deep reflection of who she is as a teammate. And then obviously Jules to come through and get us some more runs to kind of tidy things up, which fortunately we didn't need it in the last inning, but it was nice to have.
Who decides, like Jeff, on the pitch hitter? Did you talk to him, or
Yeah, everything. Offensively goes through him. I went up to him though, and I said, "Hey, I'm thinking Griff. What do you think?" And he's like, "Yeah, I think that's a good call." So, she made me look
good. She was 1 for 8, whatever. Yep. And so, what did you guys like about the matchup?
I think her bat path lines up well with left-handed pitching. Yeah.
And would she still pitch hit if the girl gets the bunt down? In other words, she got the bunt down. Was she still? Just wondered, was she still hit?
Yes.
Okay. And then what or why did you stop the Cottrill at bat? Because then 3 pitch later she hits a home run. So I'm curious.
Yeah, I think that's just some coach intuition, to be honest with you. Jules, one of the things that is great about her is her emotions, right? She plays this game with deep passion, and I felt like that moment was a good time to kind of catch our breath. I gave her some encouraging words, and I told her, like, it's time for her to step up. She's a 5th-year senior. Let's have a good at-bat, and boy, did she. So.
And what about today? Emily looked like maybe she tried to attack. You talk about attacking the zone. Maybe she did that, hit a couple batters, but yet she, things weren't clean. So you're the pitching guru. So give me a synopsis of her.
I thought she battled well. I think she did a really good job. I think, in her eyes, she is really not human, and that's kind of what we're battling with a little bit. That kid held an SEC team to 1 run. I think that is phenomenal. I thought the 6th inning, I finally saw Emily Kennedy. I thought that was a very good, clean inning. She had really good energy. I could kind of see her personality change. And so, I think she's working through it and doing a heck of a job doing that while competing against top 25 teams.
What kind of mindset do you instill in the girls? There was 2 separate innings where they had bases loaded and they were still able to get out of that with really not much of a struggle. What do you tell these girls during intermission or anything like that?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is be where your feet are. Be at this pitch, let's execute this pitch, let's execute this ground ball, pop fly, throw, like kind of whatever that situation calls for. And so I think you can't really control a lot of things, but you can control your focus, your effort, and being able to execute and quote unquote high leverage situations is something that we have done a really good job at.
Hard to see from at the press box, but I thought maybe when you guys come in to bat, that maybe harder, maybe hollered over something to you. I thought it was maybe you. In other words, when did you know you were going to bat? Because it looked like maybe you didn't know you were going to bat until a certain point. Is that right or not?
After the inning when I ran back from the fence, Coach Ford said, "Be ready to hit," and I just thought she meant casually, like, be ready in her mind. And then she came up to me again and she was like, "Go swing the bat right now because you're one in for Kramer." So it was like 2 batters before.
So, Coach, how about is that okay with you? You just get short notice and, is that okay?
Oh, yeah, I think it comes with the game. Like, you just have to be ready whenever they call your number.
Now, what about, I know you played in Louisiana, but only 8 at-bats thus far. We haven't seen you a lot. Take us through, take us through that bat. Why were you able to have success?
Kind of my teammates, they passed really good information on to me, and they were telling me the whole time just what she was throwing. And as I was watching her, I was able to get my timing. So I didn't go in just blind. I wasn't the leadoff bat of the game. So.
And whatever you hit, what was it? I mean, it was a no-doubter up over the scoreboard. So it looked like maybe 1 or 2 pitches you didn't get good swings or whatever. Right. So, am I right? Yeah.
She threw the same rise ball in like she did the first pitch. So I was able to just get on top of it.
Didn't miss it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is there anything that you've either of you have done to continuously improve throughout the season and prepare for, there's different types of teams, different rankings constantly coming in, and, it's kind of difficult sometimes to not really, I guess, see the different types of teams that are coming in. So what do y'all do to prepare for that?
Yeah, our coaches do a really good job of preparing us through the week. So usually we'll have Monday off, and Tuesday we'll prepare for our midweek, and then Thursday we'll prepare for the weekend. And we'll kind of prepare before Thursday for the weekend as well. They do a really good job in practice, making sure that we're prepared for whoever we're going to see, and also defensive stuff like that. So they do a really good job preparing us.
Julia, 0-2, kind of a weird time for when you're bad 0-2, coach calls time. That's kind of weird, but it obviously paid off, because like 3-4 pitches later, you hit a home run. What was the mindset from your side on it?
So she came, she called time, and she just kind of brought me back too. I think sometimes I let the umpire affect me too much, and she brought me back and was just like, don't let him affect you. Like, play your game and come back with the team and grow up a little bit. And I think it's really good that we can have those conversations in the middle of a game. She was able to come up and just be like, grow up. Like, don't let him affect you, and do what you know you can do.
Didn't like that outside pitch, but Kylei, why did you come to A&M now that, we haven't talked to you since you got here? Everybody wants to transfer. I mean, both of you guys were transfers at one point, so why did you transfer to A&M?
Right, it's home. Like, I get to go home all the time. It's like 2 hours away. There's no better school. Like the Aggie ring, and then the softball program. These coaches, it's great.
And what about, got to ask you, because you're not a starter. Sometimes that's tough, but you're not a starter, but you're the big dog today, so to speak. At least one of the big dogs. Since you three, you all hit it out. How have you adjusted to your role?
Just kind of accepted the fact that I'm young. I'm a sophomore, and so, like, I know in any big football program, it's common. So I'm like, don't take it personal, right? Like, it's gonna be your time soon enough.